Off the top of 10 at 10, a House panel investigating the attack at the U.S. Capitol, laying blame on former President Donald Trump.
Lawmakers say the siege was no accident, but an attempted coup and a direct result of Trump's effort to overturn the 2020 election. Rose Schmidt joining us now with more on tonight's primetime hearing. Rose?
Kelsey, Amy, this was the opening act in a series of at least 6 hearings. It was an overview to remind viewers of the meaning and magnitude of the January 6th attack. Tonight, we heard testimony from 2 eyewitnesses. The first, a U.S. Capitol police officer who said she was in hours of hand-to-hand combat that day, despite never being trained for that. She described what she saw as carnage and chaos.
What I saw was just a war scene. It was something like I had seen out of the movies. I couldn't believe my eyes. There were officers on the ground. You know, they were bleeding, they were throwing up, they were, they had, I saw friends with blood all over their faces. I was slipping in people's blood.
The House Select Committee showed more than 10 minutes of video, much of it violent and some of it never seen before. We heard testimony from a documentary filmmaker who followed the Proud Boys. Tonight, we also got to see snippets from interviews with some of the people closest to former President Donald Trump, including his daughter and son-in-law. Former Attorney General Bill Barr even testified that he told the president the election had not been rigged. And the committee's vice chairman, Republican Representative Liz Cheney, saying she wants the American people to keep this in mind.
On the morning of January 6th, President Donald Trump's intention was to remain President of the United States, despite the lawful outcome of the 2020 election and in violation of his constitutional obligation to relinquish power.
And remember, this is just the first in a series of hearings. Tonight, the lawmakers just laid out initial findings, and they say there's a lot more to come. Kelsey.
All right. Thank you, Rose.